I hate your guts.
Look.
We got to squat down
You
or back up here?
Then you see how fat I am.
Well, that's just part of it.
Okay. Hey, guess what though?
What?
They can hear us and the wind is blowing.
That's right.
Guys, we are headed to take Clarence to the church. You're going on a what? Boys retreat?
Yep.
Going to Lake LBJ to a lake house for the weekend, and they're gonna do some fishing, tubing, camping, fun stuff. So he's all packed up and we're headed that way. We'll check back when he gets back on Saturday.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Picks, but they're carrying stuff to the truck so they can all pack up. So I had to at least take another video.
I hate your guts.
Look.
We got to squat down or back up here?
Then you see how fat I am.
Well, that's just part of it.
Okay. Hey, guess what though?
What?
They can hear us and the wind is blowing.
That's right.
Guys, welcome to our video. Guess what? We got microphones.
And, well, we've had microphones for a while because I've been trying to get Erica to do it for a while.
No.
But she finally just figured out how to make them work.
We just had to get the right cord to make them work. So they're working now. So no more noisy, windy videos.
There's still going to be some wind noise in there because the wind never stops blowing here on our little slice of heaven, so to speak.
Yes.
But we did listen to you guys, and we want to make the best content we can for you guys, and we want y'all to be able to hear us loud and clear. So thank you for that. And if you got anything you'd like to see about our place or have any questions, put it in the comments, like and subscribe, and we'll answer anything we can for you.
We hope you enjoy this video.
Y'all keep ranching.
All right, guys, I just cleaned out Clancy's room because he's gone and his new furniture is about to arrive. So I'm going to give you a little tour of his room with it cleaned out. I couldn't show you before I cleaned it because it was horrible. Okay, so he had a futon because that's what he wanted. And he's decided it's not comfortable anymore. So he's got a futon bed. He had a bunch of junk in here, but he didn't have dressers because he has everything in his closet. And he's decided this was hat storage now. We gotta do some paint touch-ups. But this is his room before. So there's his deer that he got a few years ago. So this is the before. We'll see the after pretty soon. Your best friend's up here with you.
Yeah, I can't stand that thing. Anybody want this dog?
You love her.
Put a comment there in the comment section. We're gonna raffle her off. That's a joke. My daughter would have a cow, but so guys.
I should probably put my mic on if I want to be heard.
Yeah. Do you want to stop and put it on?
No, go ahead.
It's not going to pick you up, I don't think. Can I give the months and stuff like that now or no? All right, guys. So, well, I always get in trouble for saying, you know, it's Wednesday here today. So guys, y'all saw a video we did a couple weeks ago about drought and drought conditions in cattle here in Central Texas. So it's the end of July, fixing to go into August, and this is what severe drought looks like here in Central Texas. So I'm going to show you a couple different pastures. This pasture right here, we plowed this thing back in March and April, getting ready to put Bermuda grass seed down on it. We didn't sprig it, but we threw out seed. And since then, since the 1st of May when we planted this, we haven't got enough rain to even sprout that seed. I mean, so this is still just the way it was when we got through plowing. I mean, it's gotten a little harder, but you can see that even with no moisture hardly, the weeds still come up. And normally, this pasture, I've sprayed this pasture for 17 years. We didn't have any weeds at all in it, but when you plow the ground up and change that just the surface and everything of the soil, then it gives way for these weeds to come in. So a couple different weeds here. These are called devil's claws. You can see they've got a shape like that, and when they dry, they split open. I'm sure there's some dried ones down here on the ground. See if I can find one.
In a minute.
Yeah, you can't hardly walk without one of them grabbing your foot, but They've come up. These there's some buffalo burrs in here. I think they're around behind. There's a bunch of them over there in front of the lots, and
Oh, yeah, we got the buffalo one there.
so the reason we haven't sprayed these weeds this year is because I keep having in my mind the hope and the prayer that it's going to rain and it's going to sprout my grass, and I don't want the chemical there that kills the weeds to hinder my grass growth. And you know, now these weeds are in pretty terrible condition. So I'm really having to decide what I'm going to do now. You know, this is 35 acres that we plowed up to plant grass in, which takes a considerable amount of grazing away from our operation. I've got the sheep turned in here and a few little pairs that we had, some first calf heifers that we were calving out turned in here. And they're just picking around and getting the few little bit of, you know, volunteer grass that came up. But I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to no-till in some wheat or some oats for some winter grazing and hope it rains in the fall and gets that up. Or am I just going to plow it again and you know, kiss the money that I spent on the seed goodbye and the fertilizer that I've already put out and just start again fresh in the spring? I don't know what I'm going to do yet, so I hope y'all stay tuned and, you know, like and subscribe and keep up with our journey on what we're doing here. But you know, this is pretty tough for us. I mean, we took a lot of grazing out of our operation to improve it. That's what we were doing. That's why we plowed it and tilled it and got it in good shape and fertilized it, was because we wanted to improve our grazing. And then this drought hits like this, like we've never had here before, and it's really taking a toll on us right now. Let's see if we can find a devil's claw. Here's something right here. So here's one of those devil's claws when it's dried out. You can see that. So I don't know if y'all see these hooks on there. Can you see the hooks, Erica?
Yep.
So this thing, it'll split on open a little bit further and get like that. Y'all just saw the seed bust out of it. And when a cow comes by, this thing will get around her muzzle, around her nose. It'll get hooked on her leg. And those barbs, the more they pull on them, you know, it just gets hung up in their tail, and it'll go until it busts open and drops seed. And like I said, you know, we've sprayed this for 17 years and not had any of these devil's claws up here. And so those seeds can lay dormant for a long time there in the ground before they ever pop up and grow again. So don't judge me on my field, on this one field, because I'll take you and show you some of our other fields and how clean they are and weed free. And
Pretty sad to look at, to have to drive through every day.
Yeah, I mean it's not depressing, but it's just disheartening to drive through it every day on the way home and know that, you know, had we not done that this year, there would have still been grass here and some grazing and not just dirt.
Yep.
So all right.
You want to go to the other field?
Let's go take a look at the other field.
Okay.
Okay, folks, I got a question for you. So Clancy and I have been working for the last couple of years to put this flock of Dorper ewes together. And in my opinion, they're a really good set of black-headed ewes. I mean, I think you'd be hard to find as good a set around without, I mean, really doing a lot of traveling. But we're facing a dilemma right now of we have no grass. We didn't get to bale any hay this year because we didn't get enough rain to bale our hay. This is the first time in 17 years we haven't baled our hay because of this drought. So my question to you guys that have been in it longer than we have is, what is an efficient and inexpensive feed that we can feed these ewes to get them through this, you know, through this problem we're going through this drought? Because these ewes, it's the start of August basically right now. In September and October, these ewes are going to be lambing, and I really don't want to get rid of them. I want to keep them. So I'm reaching out to some of you guys that are on there to see if you see this and say, hey, you know, what I've got on my mind is either buying some corn shuck hay or some maize stalk hay and mixing some liquid feed in it in a mixer trailer and feeding them that way. That way they get a little bit of roughage and some protein from it. So tell me what you guys think. What do you suggest? And give us an idea of how to get through this storm we're in right now. All right, so this is what one of our pastures normally looks like here on our place. I mean, keep in mind it's grazed off pretty short right now because I kept those ewes in here as long as I could, hoping we'd get a rain that just hadn't come yet. But you can see basically weed free. Those sheep have done an excellent job of keeping the weeds eat out, and we spray this every year with herbicide to keep the weeds out. Right here behind me, over there towards that tree that's poking up an arrow over there, that gets really bad with Dallas grass, and those sheep have just eat it down to nothing this year, which is really good. I mean, I don't want Dallas grass in here. If you're not familiar with Dallas grass, it gets some black tarry stuff on the seed pods, and that's it's not good for cattle. But the sheep did a good job of keeping that grazed down this year, and I'm thankful to have them for that. But this is what our pasture normally looks like. I mean, normally we keep a little more growth on it than this, but like I said, we're in the middle of this drought. We're just doing everything we can to get as much out of it as we can. So, Nala, don't go too far. Copper rattlesnake might get you. Down. Lie down. So, yeah, so basically right at 3 pounds. All right, take it off. So you need to put 3 of those in for the.
Billy?
No, the Billy needs 1 full one, and the nanny and the kids need 2. Kick you. That's sarcasm. Push them up here so they know where. So guys, we're here at our laundromat this morning. If you've kept up with us anywhere, you've seen that we own a dry cleaners and a laundromat here in our hometown, along with some rental properties, and we also built some homes on top of having our ranch outside of town. So one of the things that we really strive for is to teach our kids to be entrepreneurs, not only to be hard workers, but to try to work for themselves any way they can. So Clance and his sister Kylie, they bought a soda machine a few years ago, right before COVID hit, to put here in our laundromat to earn some money for themselves. And the compressor went out on it, so it's not functioning anymore. And y'all know how hard it is to get parts. So we called a guy to see about getting it repaired, and he just said it'd be easier just to swap the machine out. So that's what we're going to do today, is swap our soda machine out. So Clance is going to get started. He's going to clean out all the old sodas. They've been in there for about a year and a half, and we're probably just going to get rid of them, but they're probably not any good anymore. So he's going to work on that, and I want to go back in my office and tend to some things I've got going in there. So y'all enjoy. All right, Clance, get to it.
So the new one I'm getting is gonna be just like this. Just have 8.
Yes, it'll have 8 ladies instead of 7. So here's Clance's old machine. Looks like it's in good shape, but the compressor's burnt out on it. So, and here we have his new one just showed up. It's unloaded. We're gonna put it right back in this spot right here, and it'll be ready for production.
I started finding machines everywhere and always had an interest in it. door. Let's go ahead and set it up. Maybe eat some more beans. As you say, you ain't got enough on the backside. Where's the plug? Is it over there? Or is it up under there?
I'll have to look in there and take the lid off and see.
Yeah.
And Dwight was the only salesman, the owner and him were the only two there. And when they sold out, he went to work for the new company. And you just make your own, or you order them online, or?
Yeah, I should have told you, we could have pulled all those out of this for that one, but you can just take them off the box or something and cut it out to that, that's, you're probably gonna pick Coke, Dr. Pepper,
Yeah.
at least, and,
Well, I think everything he's got, I don't think he's got Diet Dr. Pepper. We'll put water in there for that, but,
yeah.
uh,
I was gonna say,
If
number
they ran stuff,
4,
yes.
that works out perfect, because number 4, I actually set up for your water.
okay, so this one,
If that hangs down too much, it'll let the coins go straight out, so you just want it sitting on top of it.
this is his, so.
Oh,
Archie.
last name's Archie?
First name Clancy, C-L-A-N-C-Y.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get you to sign your John Hancock right there.
You mind?
Thank you, sir. All right, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like this screw, they got up on the back. I don't see it.
I didn't even see it.
What are you doing now?
Loading the machine.
Loading her up, so.
Big catch.
Time it up.
Ready?
Everybody's opening their eyes, y'all. They can barely see, but they're starting to open their. Oh, there comes Sheba. Sheba's like, no, get away from my puppies. But look, they have their eyes open. Watch out. Oh, let me see. Look, show them your eyes. She's like, no, I'm not showing you my eyes. They got their little eyes open. Oh, just barely. Oh, you can see an eyeball right there. Kinda. No, she's like, okay, well, maybe not, but they have little eyeballs open. I can see them already. This is the first day I've seen their eyeballs, so they're so cute. They're just still crawling around. Sheba just came over here, so they're probably gonna go eat now. All right, Clarence, you gonna show us your room? Here's the after, guys. Got a new bed, new dresser. How do you like it?
I love it.
Cool, neat. Show us your dresser over there. He loves his dresser. It's got
Barn door.
on it.
And it's got.
So far, everything looks good. So far, it's all folded in there. That's pretty good. Then we've got some new little end tables. And let's see. So what is this? What is this bedding you have?
Betty's.
Got some beddies.
It's got
So
school pillar.
got 1,000,000 pillows to go with it. Do you like having 1,000,000 pillows?
Yeah.
So far,
Here you go.
you just put them.
Whenever I go to bed, I just do this.
You just stick them down in the corner over here.
And I just throw this on here.
All right. So what's so special about your bedding?
It zips up. Just like
It zips like a sleeping bag.
yeah, just
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh.
You just put your pillows
Which pillows
down.
in it?
This. And then you jump in
Hey,
it.
you got. And then can you zip yourself in it if you wanted to?
Yeah, I guess.
So yours has Minky on the inside, right? Let me see the inside of it. It's got Minky. You can get it without Minky, but Clarence wanted Minky. Yeah, you could zip yourself in if you wanted to. Be like a sleeping bag. He's got to have his fan right beside his bed over there. Okay, so get up and show us how it unzips all the way around. So if you don't want to be zipped up in it, you can just unzip it.
It goes to right here.
All the way right there.
On the other side, you have another zipper that goes to right here.
Yep. So both sides, and it'll come off of there.
Then
But
you can put it back on too. And zip it back.
then you just zip it up when you got to make your bed in the morning. Is this easier than regular bedding? Much easier. So how does it come? How do you put it on your bed to begin with?
Usually it just puts on just sheets.
It's all one piece, right?
Right.
So the whole thing is one piece. You just stick it on like a fitted sheet. Pretty awesome. Now you got to make your bed all over again because I made you do this little room tour. But he's happy so far. He's been sleeping in his room. Not on a futon bed anymore. All right. Well, thanks for giving us a tour, bub. Y'all check out Betty's. I'll put the link down below so y'all can check them out if you haven't had them. We had Betty's with our daughter, and it was a game changer.
Why don't you say Kylie?
I don't know. Do I got to say her name?
Yeah, just say
Okay. Well, we had Betty's with Kylie, and it was a game changer.
Good thing I got on this side because the drain's over here. The plug. Alright, so we've got two different kinds of, well, three if you count old syrup tubs, but really two different kinds of water troughs on this place. We've got this concrete water trough, and then we've got some smaller like polymer plastic type water troughs that fill in from the bottom. But we've had this water trough for, I don't know, 17 years. I mean, right after we bought this place, we put it out here. But we're fixing to be gone for a while, and I want to be sure this water's clean. I mean, any time we want to keep it clean as we can, but Erica's lovely alpacas, Miranda and Lambert, well, they're standing in it every time I come by here, honey. So
I caught one of them in it today.
So we're gonna pull this cap off down here, take the shovel, swirl it around, get all the dirt off the bottom, and get it drained out. Maybe, who knows? Not with those, we ain't.
Really? We came all the way down here?
We gotta go get the... All right, stir this mud up a little bit so not real bad. So guys, this water trough is good in that it's big and holds lots of water, but really it's my least favorite of all our water troughs. We're going to go up to the lots and clean those up there too, and I'll show you the difference. This loses a lot of water to evaporation throughout the day. It gets dirty and stale. Not stale, I mean, we've got enough livestock that they're drinking through it quick enough that it overturns pretty quick, but the ones up in the lot are a whole lot better, and I'll show you when we get up there why. Okay, so these have a lot smaller reservoir to hold water. The float and everything's concealed in here, but to clean them, you just loosen this off a little bit right here. I always take my brush a little bit, which this isn't my normal.
It's not your normal self cleaning brush.
Yeah. You scrub it around a little bit, and then you just push this out from the inside, and you can even take this little plug the inside up there.
I never knew that.
Then you can go on and.
Why have you never told me that?
Well, because you're one of them people that it's hard to explain things to sometimes.
I feel like you've made a mistake by not bringing the brush.
Now this is going to be all right here. So the nice thing about this style of water trough is, like if I want to dry lot something for some reason, I can close this side of it up where no water's over here, but I can still water stuff on that side. And they're just really good water troughs. And you just tighten that little wing nut up on that rubber plunger, and it. Who says? I don't believe so. Miracle Waters, if you're on here, go on there and let us know.
Yeah, do they go on the inside or the outside? They said if you put it on the inside that the animals can't get them out, which if you have the wing nut on there, they won't get them out anyways.
Well, I mean, they could back the wing nut off, but
don't. Slowly but surely. Cows are happy they're already back up here.
So the reason we got this such slow water pressure right now is we had the city here that we live in town, they had a water line break, a big main water line that supplies all the little smaller communities and smaller water companies like we're on. So that's why there's such low water pressure. Normally we got really good water pressure here, so.
Yep.
But all right.
Izzy, could you breathe any louder? Izzy.
Nala, come on, let's go.
Nala, get in.
Quit getting out every time.
Nala, get in.
You're going to have to run back to the house, dog.
Get in. Get in.
Come on, Nala.
Get in. Nala, get in. She's like, Pepper's here. Get in.
Nala, come on.
Get in.
Come on, Nala.
Taylor, you're getting left.
She's coming around. Come on, let's go. Nala, let's go. Okay, so what I forgot to inform you guys of when we were up at the lots where our cow pen working pens are, the main reason I like these water troughs better than those big concrete ones is because when a cow comes up and drinks out of this trough right here, the first cow or two is going to suck all the water that's in there out. So then everything that comes up after her, if you've got 15 or 20 cows coming up, it's going to fill up very quickly, and they're going to get clean, fresh, cool water right after that first cow. The other one, 10 cows could drink out of it, and they'll never suck it dry, So this is way better. I think the livestock drink more water this way, and, eventually we'll probably swap that one out. That can water more cattle at one time or more sheep at one time because it's longer and bigger, but this will do just as many head. It just takes them longer to work through it. So y'all check them out, look them up, different kinds. There's lots of different manufacturers of these. We just have these are readily available here in our part of the country. So, and I've got a friend of mine that's a dealer, so we get them from him. So we really like them. This is a Little Spring 2900. They make all different sizes. We've got a single-sided one over there in the steer pen that we're going to be swapping out to a double-sided. They make bigger ones than this. So good water troughs, guys. Be sure your animals got good, clean, fresh water all the time, and they'll do better for you.
I don't think we ever showed them the new Gatesville.
The new arrangement.
We didn't have our fancy microphones, and it was too windy, but we got them set up, and we got them split up better now. So now we have big.
Well, this is going to work really good for when we work sheep too, because
Oh, yeah?
over here to the left we can shut that big long gate that's pulled back in front of the panels,
Yeah.
and we've got a little 4-foot gate on the end where we can drive them up in there. And we've also got a spot to sort stuff here, so
The dogs are after the cats in there.
they're acting like they're going to do something. They don't ever even do nothing when they get them but lick on them.
I know.
So
Anyway, so here's the new goat setup. Lacey has one He's got one. Well, he's got 2 Billies and 2 Nannies.
Yep. And we got 4 of the 5 barn cats out here. Oh, there's your old polydactyl. Have you showed the people of YouTube old Bigfoot here? Come here, Bigfoot. Come here, Bigfoot.
So we have a polydactyl kitty.
Come here, Bigfoot.
She had a sister that looked just like her, but we lost her this year.
So she got these old
Extra toes on every
foot. What?
I didn't see it good, babe.
Okay, well I'm sorry, hon. She's wanting down.
She's got extra toes on every foot, on every.
I don't think you have to show every foot.
I don't know, you can't see it very good on sometimes, so just showing it better.
So her name is Bigfoot,
Her little
since she's
sister,
got big feet.
her sister's name was Littlefoot, but
She left.
Yep.
All right.
Y'all have a good night.
This is what happens when you don't mind. You have to run to the mailbox a mile from the house and back.
This is what happens when you finally get motivated like that time everyone.
Let's see how fast he can go.
Yeah, go.
Like Forrest Gump. Let's see if we can make his feet hit the bumper.
Watching it?
You won! Congratulations! Look out, girls. Look out. Nobody wants to get run
So
over.
you're back from your boys' retreat.
Yep.
How did it go? Did you?
It was great. I had a lot of fun while I was there.
So y'all stayed in a lake house?
Yes. We had a house, and then there was just kind of like a little spot to hang out in between, and then we had a bunk room that we stayed in.
So was there any sleeping? Did y'all sleep at all this weekend?
The first night, I probably stayed up till like 3 o'clock, and the second night went to bed around probably 1 o'clock.
So what did y'all do some swimming?
Yeah, we had a double-decker dock, so we jumped off the top
Mm.
and went and did some tubing and stuff.
Did y'all do any fishing?
Not really. We only had one guy that fished. He got probably 5 or 6 perch.
What else? Did y'all eat good? Did y'all have to cook your own meals or what?
No, Jeff cooked them for us, and they were really good.
Cool. Did y'all have to clean up?
Yep. Cleaning
What
up was easy. We just had a little bit of trash on the ground and just put some stuff back to where it was supposed to be.
Did y'all learn anything?
Yeah, we learned a lot about leadership, how to be a good leader, and forgiveness.
Oh, that's good. It's good to learn.
Yep.
Okay.
Probably my favorite part about the whole trip was we took a bowl and we set it out in the middle, and everybody stood up and asked somebody to come up, and we washed our hands, as in Jesus washing our feet.
Oh yeah.
We washed our hands and asked for forgiveness
Oh
for
wow.
anything we've done.
It's probably a good idea since y'all are all boys and pretty gross to wash your feet. Huh? Well, that's good.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you had fun.
I did.
You're going to the rodeo now?
Yep. See ya.
Have fun.